Hello guys and welcome back to another video on Last Day on Earth. Today we're going to prepare for the Island Region update. Yes, as you saw from the content creators, there have been a lot of things added, lots of resources, lots of new crafting recipes, and yeah, some of the crafting recipes actually use some old items. We're also going to discuss how to get some new items and how to farm for the boat and how to farm for the lighthouse. So yeah, lots of things to be discussed. And without further ado, let's get started to it. So for all the resources, you have these resources that you will need to farm for the new crafting recipes. They stand fur, wool fabric, copper, glass, air filters, plastic, rubber, titanium, and lens. As far as I know, when I checked the videos, all these items are used in the crafting recipes for the new armor and the new weapons and the other stuff, like the spore blocker and stuff like that. So yeah, you will need to get all of these items in, I wouldn't say in like big quantities, but at least like 3 stacks or something, just so you can craft 1 or 2 armor and 1 or 2 guns. So yeah, those are for the old resources that you will need to have. And then there is also new resources that got new crafting recipes in the workbenches. First we have sand. So with sand you will be able to craft glass in the campfire here. There will be a new crafting recipe here. And then you have with seaweed, you will be able to craft iodine in this medical table. And both sand and iodine will become extremely important for the update. Iodine will be used to craft like the various resources like the spore blocker, the sporicide, and yeah, you will need lots of iodines to have. You will also need to have titanium to craft titanium alloy in here. You will have a new crafting recipe. Of course, I will show all of this on screen so you can see it. And yeah, lastly, there is quartz. For quartz, you will need to have quartz to craft processed quartz, and processed quartz can be crafted into lenses. And yeah, lenses are also, as I said, really important for the update. They can be used to craft different items and different weapons. So yeah, these are all the resources basically you will need. So yeah, seaweed and sand and quartz. And also, before talking about the manual earth drill, you will also need to have where is it? There it is, the chemistry station. Of course, you will need to have ash planks. For me, I have gotten some ash planks in my inbox. So yeah, let's craft it right now. Let's go to resources. And yeah, I have all down here 10 ash planks, just enough to craft my chemistry station. Okay, let's see it. Here we go, craft. Let's put this here. Yeah, let's build it. I guess I can build it. Oh, it needs a metal room. It needs metal floors as well. Okay, I think I can put it here for now. There you go. So for now, this recipe will be changed. Like I said, you will be able to use seaweed on the medical table to craft iodine, so don't worry about that. Instead, what you should worry about is the gas cylinders. As you know, to use the chemistry station, you will need to have gas cylinders. So yeah, make sure to prepare that. So yeah, to prepare for the update, you will need to have also gas cylinders, because this is where you can put it. It's the only like real use after you complete the ATV. You can use them in the chemistry station. And yeah, for the 2 other crafting recipes, as I said, you will need I think you will need, let me check. Yeah, you will need iodine and the 2 other new items, halite and I don't know what's called this, to craft spore blockers and sporicide. So yeah, chemistry station will basically become really important in the game. Yeah, and I think that's about it in terms of resources. So yeah, you will need to farm all of these resources I talked about. Like, they are really important if you want to experience the update fully. Otherwise, you will have to wait and farm, and you know how it's going to be really annoying, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. You will have to prepare yourself. Okay, next up there is the one thing I want to mention is the manual earth drill. So don't craft this item right now. As you can see, you can craft it here, where it is here. You can use 10 steel bars to craft one manual earth drill. Don't craft it right now, because the manual earth drill will be reduced. The recipe will be reduced and you can craft it easily. So yeah, wait until the update to craft it. And I guess that's about it, I think. Okay, so now we are going to go to the Dead Island and to the sand quarry to farm some quartz and sand, because that's what we will need. And yeah, let's prepare ourselves. See you in a moment. And here we are at the port. So I grabbed some materials to go and farm for sand and quartz. And yeah, this is important, so you will need to farm a lot of stuff. And if you didn't know, the port will be updated, so you have to take out all of your items that you have here. Maybe if you have items in this chest, you need to take them out. If you have any dead body, make sure to transfer all of your items, because the region will be updated and you will lose everything. So yeah, make sure to transfer everything. Okay, so let's go grab our boat and head to the locations. Of course, I grabbed some gasoline to farm a little bit more. And yeah, let's see how much we can get. Of course, you will need the boat. The boat is important to have for this region, because you will need to go in between all of the locations. If you don't have the boat, you practically can't do anything in this location, in this new region. So yeah, make sure to farm the boat. Watch this video where I showcase how you can clear the sewers and get all of the resources. If you want to get the boat, the sewers are your location. Go there, farm as much as you can, and hopefully you will get your boat. And before going to the sand quarry, let's go to the lighthouse so that I can show you something. Yeah, we are in the lighthouse, and as you can see, there is lots of enemies here, but it will get even harder in the future update. There will be a boss here actually. You will have to defeat, and yeah, the lighthouse you will have to complete the lighthouse if you want to access the other locations, because otherwise you will just have access to the smaller locations and not the new ones. And you will need to complete the lighthouse, so make sure to farm cement. Cement is really important for the lighthouse. And yeah, as I said, it will get harder because there will be a boss here actually. You will have to defeat a boss, and I don't know if they are going to reduce the requirements for the lighthouse, but it seems that they will keep it like that. So yeah, make sure to complete the lighthouse before. And here you can get some seaweed if you want for the new update. But yeah, let's go to the sand quarry. Okay, here we are in the sand quarry. Let's grab some seaweed, of course. We need to grab all the seaweed we can. It will become really important when my inventory is full. So yeah, let's put some items in here. Here we go. And yeah, farming quartz will be really important in the future. And yeah, to farm quartz in the next update, you will have to use manual earth drill. This is why I'm going to farm the quartz before the update, because I don't want to waste all my manual earth drill to get the quartz. So better farming now rather than later. Make sure to farm as much as you can. And yeah, you know the drill. Sand, quartz, it is easy to farm. Dead Island sand quarry is not a hard location to clear. There's just a few zombies you can easily defeat with a few machetes and a few saw blade mace. Yeah, easy peasy. Let's just continue farming. Here we go, some quartz here. Get as much quartz as possible, like tons of it. As you saw from the crafting recipe, you will have to use, as far as I remember, 4 quartz. Let me check. Yeah, processed quartz. You will have to use 4 quartz for 1 processed quartz, and then two processed quartz for 1 lens. So to craft 1 lens, you will need 8 quartz. So you see that it will become really important in the future. Make sure to farm as much as you can, otherwise we'll be left behind. And yeah, overall, what's your opinion on the update, guys? I saw a lot of complaints. I mean, I kind of agree with some of them, and at the same time, I kind of want to give some slack to the devs. You know, we have been criticizing them a lot recently. and yeah, they have been working real hard on new updates and stuff like that. But the complaints are like, I would say some of them, they are definitely not harsh. They are like fair. For example, there are lots of complaints about the new armor and weapons. I mean, lots of people don't like the idea to have separate weapons and separate armor on different locations. Like it's just another grind, you know? Grinding even more, grind for this item, grind for this material, go farm for this, go farm for that. I mean, we know The Last Day on Earth is a grind game, you know? We all know that. But they are just adding new and new layers of difficulty every time. New resources to farm, and keep in mind that all of the resources they added will only be useful in the island region. Like, they will be completely useless in other locations. Completely no use. So this is why a lot of people dislike a lot of these updates, you know? The northern region update, the island region update. Doing one thing for only one region and ignoring all the other stuff, for me is completely... I don't think it's the right move. I would prefer to have updates that change everything in the game. They can impact everything in the game rather than just one thing and one thing only, you know? But overall, it's new content, it's new stuff to be excited about. Hopefully the Island Region update will be more useful than the Northern Region update, because as we know, nobody cared really about the Northern Region update. Like, once we play it a couple of times and then that's it. We are done with it. Yeah. I hope it gets better, at least. I mean, I don't know for you guys, but yeah. I hope the update... I'm quite excited for the update. Like I said, finally some good stuff. Some new items, some new resources. Some new zombies to defeat, some new challenges. The Concilium, you saw a new boss. Some new items in the Genesis collection. Yeah. I guess it will become as time goes by and they add more and more regions, it will take even more sense in the future, you know? Once they add even more updates. I mean, from the looks of things, I think they might go for the Swamp region, you know? Swamp region might be the next one. I mean, it's just a guess, but yeah, I think that the Swamp region will be the next one to get an update. Unless they add like a whole new region, I think the Swamp location is what will be the next update all about. Okay, so just regular farming, as you know, guys, nothing to talk about really. Farming some sand, farming some quartz. It's pretty much all we have to do right now. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about really. I think I have said everything I need to say. I mean, just a quick reminder to go and farm for the materials I talked about earlier. Like the plastic. Plastic will become really important. Plastic can be obtained by the recycler by recycling like phones, batteries, and USB drives. So yeah, make sure to get as much plastic as possible. Then there is also rubber. Rubber can be obtained in the port sewers. So yeah, make sure to farm the port sewers as well. Copper as well. You need to farm a lot of copper. And what else there is? Yeah, seaweed. You need to farm some seaweed as well. And there is literally like tons of new items to farm. Let's see what else. Glass as well. You will need to farm glass, titanium, air filters. I think air filter is going to be the hardest one, especially for new players. It's going to be hard for new players to get like lots of air filters, because you know air filters are needed for the acid bath, and they are not like that common in the game. So yeah, good luck on getting your air filters. I mean, what else? And titanium also. It's the other hard item of the location, and there is not lots of ways to get it. Unfortunately, only the from the Dead Quarry. No, Dead Quarry. That's new location. Dead Quarry. Dead Island. Yeah, from the Dead Island, using the manual earth drill. And yeah, lastly, there is the there is the northern region items, tanned fur and woolen fabric. So you'll have to get yourself a little bit of those items. So yeah, you have to go back to the northern region and get all of those items. Yeah, that's a lot of farming to do. I think I have talked about everything. I think I mentioned pretty much everything for preparation. And yeah, I'm going to continue farming for quartz and everything else. I think I have talked about everything that is possible. To sum it up, in terms of all the resources, you will need to farm tanned fur, woolen fabric, copper, plastic, glass, rubber, titanium, lens, and air filters. Then for new resources, you will need to farm seaweed to craft iodine, to be able to craft spore blockers and sporicide. You will need to farm quartz, to process quartz, to craft lenses, and lenses are really important. Make sure to farm quartz right now before the update, because it will get really hard to farm quartz. And lastly, titanium to titanium alloy. And yeah, as well, make sure to farm a little bit of titanium, because it will get harder in the future. And in terms of other stuff, you will have to have the boat, so make sure to clear the sewers. And you will also need to have the lighthouse, so make sure to farm cement and sand. Yeah, lots of things to farm. Good luck on the update, guys. I hope you liked the video. And yeah, more zombies, man. Let me finish the video. Yeah, there is more stuff to farm. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the update. I hope I gave you lots of advice. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye bye.